I mean, what would normally take 13, 15 days, they're seeing it done in a day. Pretty cool. I'm Ray Ferrarini. I'm Vice President of Operations for Beazer Homes in Northern California. Our mission is to build neighborhoods and communities that will stand the test of time. Beazer is all about quality and long-lasting, good workmanship. When we met with Entekra for the first time, we felt like we had alignment in goals and philosophies of building. We felt that having something built in a factory, like Entekra does, lends itself to being a better product right off the bat. Over probably about 2 years on this particular community at the Cove, we built 200 homes with Entekra. So 100 homes a year is a pretty good pace. We wouldn't have been able to do that with other panelization. We wouldn't have been able to do that stick framing. We've worked with panelization before, but they come out in much smaller increments. So whereas this house here, you could have a wall that's up to 30 feet long, set in place all at once with the sheathing on it. Other panelization is, 10 to 12 foot long walls. And men are still lifting them off a stack and putting them in. Everything here is done with a crane, excepting the interior walls that are short. So we're investing in a crane to come do this work. But what happens is we have a safer site, we have less men doing the job, and panelization is essentially kind of stick framing on steroids. It all starts with the structure of the house. Entekra's done a great job of delivering a consistently higher quality product than we would have normally received. Probably 3.5 years ago, we did the first houses up in Plumas Lake. And then we started working on this one really in a more robust fashion, where we were looking at from design all the way up. So it wasn't just, hey, Entekra, come take this job over, and we have to revamp everything. It was, hey, Entekra, how can you help us make sure that we're putting the pipes where they need to be? With Entekra, everything has to be in the same place every time. And that's not just for the framing piece of it. That's for the plumber, for the electrician, for anybody that's inside of the slab. We're essentially using the Entekra plans to make sure that that pipe is in the right place, that the riser for the electric panel is in the right place, so that when that wall comes out, they can just set it down and we're not having to cut out panels and wood to make it fit. So I think it's given us another level of detail beyond the framing, so that we're sure that everything's in the same place every time. If I had to have lumber here to build these homes, it would be everywhere. We'd have a lumber yard here, right? And with the price of lumber today, it's almost as expensive as gold, right? And it walks away quickly. The fact that we can have a house come out on trailers and we can lift all the walls and put them in place, and then you see like 4 or 5 boards left over instead of a big pile of lumber in front of every house. I think that a lot of builders are going to look at this process and say, you know what, it's worth it. We're going to get a better product. We're going to get it faster. It's going to be less risk for us. That's why I'm a big believer in the product.